Hello everybody, it is Brooke with the Junk Parlor, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. So I am getting ready to put a bunch of books on the website at thejunkparlor.com, and it is so much easier to just videotape the pages of the book, the condition of the book. It's easier for you to see all of those pages. Otherwise, I would be taking 50 photos for one book. And so it just saves me a little bit of time too. If you like these books, you can definitely message me or comment below and tell me that you want one. Otherwise, depending on when you watch this video, these will be listed on the website. In my website listing, I can put a little video. So I will timestamp it and it will take you directly to that book's video chunk. And so you can watch just that segment. That gives you a little bit better view so you know what you are actually buying. So if you enjoy looking at books, there are a variety of books. So some are children books, some are party planning books in today's video, and some are just like readers. I do have another video that I will link in the description if you are a book person. And those are all large scale, large size coloring books and books for children. Of course, you can keep the book intact, but some of them you might want to frame. You might want to make a little bunting with them. You might want to do some junk journaling with them. So there are lots of other ways that you can utilize the old books. Even just putting the book itself and showcasing the cover in a frame, that can be a good way to show off the book, the graphics, without damaging anything. Little Bear and His Friends. So this one is a 1927 copyright date for $30. This says from Winfred, Boston, January 27th, 1937. This one is in really good condition. It has good graphics. The pages feel good and not like they're gonna rip or anything. Nice and thick is maybe the word that I'm trying to look for. So some of the pages do have color. Little Black Sambo. This is a Whitman publication, 1959 copyright for $45. Again, doesn't even look like it has been read. Pages are in really good condition. Similar size to Little Bear and His Friends. Scuttlebutt and the Carrier Kitten, suggested by Lieutenant Dwight W. Follett, USNR, to Margaret Frisky. Illustrations by Lucia Patton. Pretty red, white, and blue. More like pencil sketching. Maybe just a slight discoloration in the pages, but again, really good condition. Linen ABC book, First Steps. This is $40, copyright $18.99 by Laughlin Brothers. The linen is fraying just a teeny tiny bit on the top. Up here you can see some little strands. The pages have been folded. I tried to flatten them out, but just FYI, there's kind of some long-term creasing going on. ABC Bible Story book. This one just have a little bit of damage right there where I just literally grabbed the page. This is a C.R. Gibson and Company book, copyright 1948, and it is $15. Some pages do have color. It's about every other one. This book, I'm not going to go through every page, but it is a 4th edition first aid book from the American National Red Cross. There is some crinkling, wear and tear on the cover. It definitely has been used. It looks like it's come unglued right here for some reason, or maybe somebody tried to repair it and glue got where it wasn't supposed to go. There's some handwritten names here with a phone number. That might be an address, actually, an address and phone number for the person. This was printed in November of 1965. But again, I'm not going to go through every page, just kind of highlight some things for you. We have ambulance and police phone number there in the back. There are graphics just throughout, so things that you could frame if you wanted to. Very basic and elementary and straightforward. Obviously, it's a first aid book, so it's going to give you directions on how to do things. There are just a few colored plates in here. We've got the poisonous plants and poisonous snakes, internal organs and musculature, skeleton and circulatory system. So, color plates. But really in good condition. If in no hurry, split broken bones where they lie. So a few things are underlined and written in. This probably is the page that has the most writing there with the aspirin. But it was used as a textbook. This is an old The Three Little Pigs book that someone has used like a manila envelope kind of cardstock and made a new cover for because the cover must have gotten damaged at some point. You can see a little bit of remnants there. The string binding is there. A present for a good child. That front page is loose. So this is a Donahue, 24 full page colored illustrations. And even here on the spine, it says The Three Little Pigs. So the corners of this book are folded or bent over on a lot of the pages. The beginning pages are a little more pulled away from the binding. Still good graphics. You could use them for your junk journals, frame it, make a little bunting. My Sunday book, plastic book, clean with a damp cloth. There's a little bit of damage here on the cover. Copyright is 1956, I think it was. C.R. Gibson & Co. Litho, USA. So even though there's a little bit of damage on that front cover, overall the book is in very good condition. It's very stiff, like it hasn't been used, or at least not used in a long time. A little book for little people. This book is missing its front cover. The back cover is just this brown, it's almost like construction paper, suede-ish. So I'm guessing it was just a brown cover here in the front. National line of restaurant checks made by the National Checking Company. So it's just like samples. So over on the left, it's going to tell you what the item is. And then it gives you samples on the right. So I think using these and framing them or putting them in your junk journals would be awesome. I don't know why, but I absolutely love these pages. And there is a lot of staining on the opposite side from whatever kind of receipt paper or ticket or coupon paper is used on the right-hand side. But it's good old advertising. Like that one says Ewing's Lunch. This one is O.T. Hodge. We've got Mansion Dairy Restaurant, Union Restaurant. So the samples also include some old stores. There are a few places where there has been writing, but very minimal. Pets, a picture book by Lewis Rowe. It is a Whitman Publishing Company, copyright 1948. Great graphics, great pop of color. There is a little bit of ripping, basically right where I am trying to grab the picture. There's a little rip right there. There's a little bit of damage here on the back where my finger is. This listing is for a pair of party books, is what I'm calling it, for $25. So you have the Party Planner, which is a 1967 copyright date, and you have the Party Book, which is a 1948 copyright date. So this one does have a dust cover on it, and basically the main cover is red with some Party Planner text. So you can leave that on or off. And they would look good stacked because they're basically the same size, or you could stand them up, kind of however you would like to display them, obviously. I'm not going to flip through all of the pages. You can see that everything is in good condition. There are some graphics. There's recipes in here. There are DIY projects. There are games. There are different things to do for holidays. Basically, anything you need to plan a party. And I don't think there's any writing in the book, so it may or may not have actually gotten used. This one says Eva Fern Hemphill gives her address in Creston, Iowa. This one is a hand cut pages because they're rough and not symmetrical, and I love that look. So I like to have the textured cut pages showing out. So there's different categories. You've got oral games, active games, dramatic games. Here are some graphics on some high gloss paper on how to set up a table looks like. There's some more recipes. Your 21st birthday, party plans and ideas is this chapter. Talks about table seating. Looks like there was maybe one page folded over. The Heath Readers First Reader DC Health and Company. This is a 1903 copyright date. Says name Eva Fern Jinks, school Mount Hope. And then there's a number up there. This one is $20. This stamp says Des Moines Public School. Looks like a little checkout form. So that page did have color. Again, this is a long book. I would say in pretty good condition for the age. The, I don't even know, linen maybe that's over the cover is fraying a little bit, but as to be expected on a textbook. So you can see nice large print, good graphics. Some discoloration. There's a rip there, a rip on the corner. Some discoloration in the pages. There were a few pictures with color. Little damage on the corner. Here we have Boston Collection of Kindergarten Stories, Hammett Company. This one has W.B. Townsend signed in the front cover. This one is a 1912 copyright date for $30. Again, you can see the pages are in really good condition. It's a long book, so we're not going to flip through the whole thing, but I will flip some pages. So looks like we've got some advertising for the publishing company. And I think it said the kindergarten stories, I put it on the listing, but these were gathered by Chicago kindergarten teachers maybe. And this one is $30. Not seeing any rips or corners. Our Soldier Boy, G. Manville Finn, Ultimus Dainty Series. This one has Donald Hood signed on the inside. This one is a 1900 copyright date. And again, in really good condition, I would say. A lot of pages, so we're just gonna do a quick flip. So some images, some discoloration. It is $20. So that page is loose here on the center where the staples would have gone through the center. That is pulled away, but overall in really good condition. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you back here next week.